Oh my god, I've been muted this whole time. Well, hello everybody. God damn it. What a way to come back. Hello, hello. Um, yeah, I was saying happy Wednesday everybody. Hello Natsu. How you doing? I'm happy to be back. Took a little bit of an unwanted break because of life, but I'm here. Happy to be so. So yeah, we're jumping in with some more Twilight Princess today. You know, it's always something when it comes to technical difficulty in stream. It's either something going on with my avatar or the stream itself, or I forget to unmute myself. Anyways, how's everyone doing this fine Wednesday? How are you doing it now? Please let me know if the game is too loud, because I am playing with some new headphones. Yo, Crappy, welcome in. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for lighting the bonfire once again. How you doing? How's your Wednesday going? By the way, if you guys hear any new sounds in my background, like cookies, the typical frog, not the typical, the national frog in Puerto Rico, it's because I live in a house now. No more train sound effects. Doing alright? Nice. Glad. It is Wednesday after all, the alright day of the week. It's not Friday, not as bad as Monday, but Wednesday. I'm finding it well. I'm pretty sure it's haunted, but I like it. It's really cozy. It is really comfy. I like it. I got more space for our dog Rex. Our cats also have more space. Yeah, well lived. That's a good way to put it. I'm not kidding though. The first night, I didn't turn off the lights till I felt sleepy, because there's like, so I'm used to living in either one bedroom or studio apartments. I've lived in those for quite a few years now, and being in a big house, we have a long hallway now that leads to the bedrooms, and that long hallway at night is scary as hell. So the first night we slept here, I kept the light on just until I was tired enough to immediately fall asleep. Haunted house strats. You're shaving your 19-year-old beard? Nice. Congrats. You gotta make sure to run past this hall when you turn off the lights. See? Thank you for agreeing with me. That's what I keep telling my fiance. I keep telling her to wait till I'm on the bed to turn off the light. Because of that. Why am I saving the game? I just went in. Alright. Trying to remember where we left off last time. We finished the Temple of Time. Oh yeah. We need to go to Kakariko, I'm pretty sure. Reminds me of when I used to have a house with stairs when I was a kid. Turn off the light downstairs and run up the stairs like a mad on all fours. So that's how fast you needed to go. You needed to run on all fours to get there fast enough. That's pretty funny. The gore. Pretty good shit. Did they There it is. I sound different? Do I? I don't know. I'm doing alright actually. Not too bad. It's been a rough week at work, but I don't feel bad. I feel pretty good. Different in what way? Whoa. It's a monster. Everybody run. Oh yeah, I'm a wolf. That's what's happening. Okay. I thought it was some sort of cutscene or something where I had to fight something. It turns out it's just me. Might just be the headset. Maybe. Oh, you're wearing a headset. Gotcha. You know, that happens to me whenever I'm always on my computer. I rarely watch Twitch on my phone. And whenever I do, it's so weird because you hear the person's voice on your phone kind of like he's on speakerphone or something. I don't know. To me, it sounds funny. Oh, I see. But feel free to let me know if the audio is off by any way because I'm using a new set of headphones I got, and I can lower and raise the volume on my headphones, and it shouldn't affect the stream, but just in case, let me know. Alright. We need to talk to that guy who's gonna take us to the city of the sky, but let's talk to these people first because I don't remember him being here. So maybe they have something new to say. Ilya, do you remember me yet? Link? Did you hear what the shaman said?
Oh.
I have been waiting for you, Link. Fortune has smiled upon us. If things go well, we should be able to help Ilya recover her memory. Do you know Telma's friend, Shad? Well, it seems he is researching the heavens, and he has come here to see the statue in the basement of the sanctuary. And as I have learned, when Ilya was saved, he overheard someone talking about the rod of the heavens, or something like that. The Goron Elder believes that to help her regain her lost memories, we must put together the fragments of her past. Which means, if we work our way backward from the very place where she lost her memory, we may find something that will restore it. Now we must retrace Ilya's path. I am certain it was Telma who cared for her before she arrived in this village. Was it not? It would be best to speak with her first. Please take this to Telma. Be a little fetch quest for memory. Maybe it's me. I feel like your mic is slightly quieter than the game audio. But if not, then I'm just going crazy. I think you might be right, actually. I can fix that quickly. You're not late. Hello, thens. How you doing? How you doing on this fine Wednesday? I'm gonna go ahead and lower the game volume a little bit because it's really loud on my headphones anyway. I think you're right. How do I go about this? No, not mute. Not mute game audio. Can I not lower it on Elgato? I'm trying to do it on Elgato rather than do it on OBS. I'm just gonna use the sound mix on Windows. That volume mixer, I mean. Making some small edits to the tutorial. People really seem to like the cutscene change. Yeah, it looks amazing. Looks really nice. Subtle but adds a lot. That's right. Huh. I wonder if the audio's too low now. I'm using a new set of headphones, so finding a workaround for the audio is a little bit different. That's weird, it doesn't let me adjust the auto volume separately. I can mute it, but I can't lower it. Oh well. The thing that surprised me the most is that Illusory Walls seemed to really like it. He even messaged me on Discord to tell me it looked nice. Nice, that's awesome. Pains me to say it, but to be honest, I cannot abide Telma's company. We have a fighting chance, Link. That's awesome. You are doing good work, so it's amazing, but I'm not surprised. You're getting the attention you deserve. Whether we get that girl's memory back, young warrior, will be up to you. Even our chief Darbus has lost the memory of his dark time. We have not told him that you were the one who saved him. He is a proud Goron, and he can be touchy if he knew he had been saved by a human. On the other hand, he does have a strong sense of moral duty, so if anything happens to you, you can count on him to help. Now, if only he'd follow me on Twitter one of these days, darn. It must just be something that flies under his radar or something, you know. Forget to hit that follow button. Be right back, guys. Let me check on something. I'm hearing my screen door and I'm scared my cats are trying to get out. I'll be right back. Well, I'm back. My cats are not trying to get out. I think it was that ghost talking about. Because they are just looking out the windows. Nothing going on with the door. Also, can you guys hear the game now? I'm not sure if I lowered the volume by accident now. Cats just chilling. Yeah, they're just chilling. I like that they have more space now. Oh, you can hear it? Cool. Awesome. Alright, so we're supposed to meet Telma before we... guy that leads in the sky. Also, thanks for being here, everybody. I am happy to be back streaming. Kind of sick of stuff happening in real life, but it is what it is. Mr. Link, wait. Nice to watch some streams again. Thank you, I appreciate it. Greetings, Mr. Link. I've come to deliver a letter. There is a letter for you, Link. Letters, in fact. Well, my business is concluded. Onward to me. Go ahead and check the mail. There's something about Ilya's memory that I wish to tell you. I know you are busy, but please come visit me in the Kakariko. I just did. I think we got that one delayed because we just did that right now. There he is. Agatha had a dream. Butterflies surrounded Agatha and lifted her up to the sky. As she waved to the people below in Castle Town, she could see so many people, some waving back, others staring wide-eyed. Agatha flew in a big circle above Hyrule Field, and the butterflies formed into a bed beneath and said, "Let's play again." Soon they faded away and she woke up in her own bed. Oh, Agatha wants so badly to fly in the sky. Weird. So this is a letter sent to me about Agatha, which is a book collector. I guess she wrote the letter, and it's like written in third person. Mic is cutting in and out a bit, or at least I think that's the issue. Might be some settings. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I might just need to adjust some things later. It might be the threshold or something. Maybe it's the noise limiter, actually. Noise suppression, I mean. Let me check something out quick. Yeah, I think it's gonna be something that I'll have to adjust off stream. But you're right, the mic might be cutting because I had really high noise suppression or noise gate. Noise? I can't speak. Noise gate because of the train that was behind the apartment. I can actually get rid of those soon. If I speak too low, it cuts off a bit. This letter is so weird. I don't know. I played this game quite a few times, and I don't remember that letter. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust quite a few settings off stream. But I can't say enough. I'm happy to be away from that train. It feels so good not to hear the train every 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to Telma's bar. Also, some of you might know, but I haven't posted it on the Discord. I bought a PS4 yesterday, and it should be arriving next Thursday. So, possibly Bloodborne stream in the future, and possibly Elden Ring as well. We will see. Yeah, Bloodborne's gonna be the first one, for real. I've been waiting too long to pick up that game. I've never played that one, and I think that might be the only Souls game I haven't played in the series now. It used to be Demon Souls and Bloodborne, but finally got my hands on Demon Souls. Alright, speak to Telma. How's that Ilya doing, honey? I'm sure that shaman we'll find a way to get her memory back. That Renato is a talented man for sure. Anyway, honey, you've got your own things to worry about, so just make sure you do what needs to be done right now, okay? You unsure about what you oughta be doing, honey? Well, why don't you go show your face in Kakariko? I just did, though. Our friend Shad happens to be there right now, looking into this and that. If you need detailed directions, just take a peek at the map on the table. Just there, though. Oh. Yeah, I probably just need to do that. Oh. Well, if it isn't from Renato the Shaman. All this writing, and he doesn't bother to mention a thing about little ol' me, honey. That is what I call rude. Well, there's no accounting for the foolishness of a man, and at least I understand Elio's situation now. Of course I can lend a hand for that adorable little girl. What else do I know? The first one to bring Elia to this shop was that doctor. Maybe he knows something. But he's a crusty old bat, that's for sure. I've got it, honey. You go ahead and take this to him. This magic little paper will get that codger talking. Got the invoice. This invoice is for the town doctor's running tab, which is an astronomical sum. Interesting. I don't remember any of this. Pretty cool. Trying to see if the paper says something. That's just pictures. Interesting. I don't remember any of this like filler quest. Sure would be nice if she started remembering things soon. Let me just go ahead and check the map just to make sure I have the location. Yep. Chad. Hello. Hello, little one. Looks very similar to me, so my cat. Alright, so I guess we need to find that doctor. Also, over the years, I've heard time and time again from a lot of people in the community that Bloodborne is their favorite Souls games. Do you guys agree? Is that, for those of you who have played Bloodborne, do you think it's do you hold it as your favorite Souls game? Interesting. Is in the probably your favorite? Cool. Or at least second best? Gotcha. Can't wait to find out why. Hearing all of that from the community makes more and more. It seems like a great game. Aesthetically and from everything I've seen. Unfortunately, I have heard a few spoilers over the years, so I know a few things here and there, but I'm hoping to go in as blind as possible. I hope I'm not overhyping it for when I play it. Yeah, same here. Same here. I've also heard the take that the game is overhyped, but I don't know. It seems like a great game. It seems like a good entry, so I'm not too worried. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Gobi, or I just read it somewhere. But someone said that Dark Souls 2 is overhated and Bloodborne is overhyped. Which I don't agree, kinda. I mean, Dark Souls 2 is overhated, but I don't know. Bloodborne seems like a good one. Eh? What's that? Just as I wondered. Who it might be. Who it might be. Oh, just as I wonder who it might be. I see it's the admirable young lad who was willing to help the Zora boy for nary a single rupee. Just what is it you want, lad? Physical? You've some money, don't you? By the way, the girl, Ilya, didn't mention anything about me, did she? Look, I can't pay this off right now. I can see Telma's hired you as some sort of heavy strong arm me, but she'll have to wait. Look, lad, if I'd been able to sell the wooden statue that young lady had, I would have been able to get the money. Noivy, yo, how's it going? Here, did the sound come through? Onion rings are done? Nice. Please hand one over to. How you doing, Noivy? Happy Wednesday evening. How's it going? I think from reputation, ranks from software are Bloodborne, Sekiro, then Souls 3, 1, Demon Souls, and 2 in that order. Yeah, I think that is the common consensus. You're probably right. Demon Souls shouldn't be that low, I agree. Oh, my internet kind of spiked for a second, but I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. I don't think people talk about Demon Souls or even remember it much even. Yeah, I don't know. Demon Souls has always been like this game that the OGs have played, and most Souls players don't bother to go back to it for some reason. That's how I've seen it throughout the year. It's sad though, because it's a great game. It's not my top favorite, but it's definitely up there. Maybe even second to Dark Souls 1, because Dark Souls 1 is my favorite. But I love the length of Demon Souls. I think it's perfectly short. I don't know why. I think that's just such a big plus for that game. Doing good, going to get a pregnant woman some food. Nice, nice. You guys go get some food. You deserve it. But yeah, I don't know. I think Demon Souls is formula and length is just great. I loved how I got to the end of the game on my first playthrough, and I think I was level 50. I thought I was under leveled. Turns out it was just fine. Look, lad, if I'd been able to sell the wooden... Oh yeah, I read that. But see, I accidentally spilled medicine all over that little carving, which made it stink awfully. I put it outside to dry, but then... well, it was stolen. Who goes around stealing people's stuff like that? What a world. You always have to be on guard, eh? Look, Mr. Heavy. At any rate, neither the money nor the carving is here, so I can't repay you. Now to work. Damn, people really get ugly when you show them their bar tab, don't they? Okay, so he's saying the statue was stolen. I think I do remember this a little bit. I think we need to become and sniff the area out to find that little statue. These new headphones are great, but the game is so loud on my headphones that I can't lower it for some reason. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. Okay. If I remember correctly, go to the south end of the... So we should go there anyway. There, so might as well kill two birds with... If I'm right though, the statue is in the south end. The doctor didn't mention it, that. For some reason I just... Go ahead and speak to the wolf. Get that done. Might get something out of it. We meet again. This next is the greatest of the skills I have taught you to this point, and it may test the limits on your wish to master it. Sure. Very well. But before we begin, I must test you... Yeah, I must test you to... You have mastered the last skill I taught you. Backslide. You know, I really haven't practiced enough the backslice. No, I'm supposed to roll around him? Jump left or right? Okay. I think I know it. Okay. I've always loved these combat mechanics, but sadly I always forget to use them in actual fights. Excellent. It appears you are certainly capable of performing like my lost art. Very well. My fourth hidden skill is the Helm Splitter. Let it be he mind. It's impossible to circle around and perform a backslice against a fully armored enemy that moves swiftly in combat. Against such foes, you must first use a shield attack to make them flinch, but then quickly press A. We'll leap into the air, the enemy's head, and beat them with the blade by immediately striking from behind. This is the Helm Splitter. Show it to me. gonna be really useful against Dark Nuts. This one and the one we did earlier. Don't miss your chance to land a Helm Splitter with A after you shield attack. Fourth hidden skill, the Helm Splitter has been passed on. Alright. Also, I was thinking, now that you guys are here, I was thinking of doing that Dark Souls run where chat makes my build. But, I was thinking of starting that this Sunday. But considering my streams have been kind of, wishy-washy lately because of life situations and stuff, I was thinking of switching it a little bit. I was thinking of doing a Dark Souls 1 playthrough, but, making it an art through? I don't know if that's something that has been done before, but I was thinking of playing through the game, and before defeating every single boss, I sketched them out to try and mix art with my stream. So I might just do that this Sunday. I'm still planning out how it might play out if I decide to do that. But I will keep you guys posted on the Discord if so. Sounding nice, yeah. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to because first I was thinking, okay, I could do a Dark Souls run where if I die I have to draw out the enemy. But if so, I'm scared that I won't die to enough enemies to actually implement the art enough. So I think I'm just gonna try and do that, draw every single boss. I can also still have the team where people can give me a weapon or a piece of armor they want me to use. I still have DS Gadget. We can just do both at the same time. I think that's what I'll do. I'll post about it on Discord when I have it all set up, but I think that's what I'll do. Because it's been a really long time since I've been wanting to implement my art and mix it with my... So, I think it's a good chance. Good way to come back to do. You said it would take channel points to select armor piece or something, right? Yeah, but not that many. I was gonna set a reward for like 100 channel points and just limit them per user, like 1 redeem per stream. Like if you redeem the channel point, you could only do it once per stream, so you could redeem 1 weapon or armor piece this next Sunday and then the one after too. That makes sense. I think that would be the best way to do it. Thank you, boss. It's only 100. Still need to save up for VIP. Yeah. I'm trying to not rob people of their points, but also limit it so I don't get overwhelmed with a lot of a lot of requests, because I want everyone to have a chance to redeem something. I don't want one person to pick out my whole build. Where's that damn statue? Let me talk to Midna if she has anything to say. Apparently that girl is holding the key to the sky. Like, we need to help her get back her memory. So someone stole the statue. That's all we know. Oh there. This. I wonder what that guy's doing. He's looking right over here. Look, that guy's standing directly across from him. See? He's staring right at us. Oh, I can't zoom in. I can't look at this guy's face. Damn it. Bad. Anyway, let's see what he's talking about. Oh, it's this guy. Looking over here, I wonder what his story is. The man standing directly across from him. See? He's looking right at us. Alright. I guess this doesn't go there anywhere. Those quirky. Where the hell would that statue be? The doctor again? You're a persistent little bug, eh? Said I have neither the money nor the wooden statue. Great lout. I can't return what I don't have. Can't get rid of the medicines. Don't have any money. When it rains misfortune, remember that, lad. Okay, so probably the stench has gotta be in here, right? That's what he's telling me. Yeah, that's a stench. That's the stench we're looking for. No. Learn the medicine stunt. Okay. Also, what happens if we try and speak to him like this? Oh, he doesn't even look at us. How rude. Should be able to turn into a wolf and hunt now. Guess we gotta find the trans. By the way, for those of you who have taken a break from Elden Ring, what games have you been playing? I kinda got Elden Fever again. I've been playing Elden Ring again quite a lot. Oh yeah, Demon Souls, of course. Of course. I've been playing a lot of, when I'm not playing Elden Ring, I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic and Minecraft. Playing Dark Souls 1 in Minecraft? Nice. Good combo. Good choice. Well, as an actual real answer, Guilty Gear Terraria. Barotrauma? Am I saying that right? Cool. I haven't... Guilty Gear looks so pretty. I've seen you stream it before. It looks like a pretty... Dude, what the heck? Your base is insane coffee. It is? Is my mic really off tonight? Is that what's happening? How can I make my voice bassy? Low. Oh, my Minecraft face. My Minecraft base, of course. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate. I've, you know, I've fallen in love with Minecraft again. It's easy to get addicted. The only reason I haven't been playing recently is because work has been really busy. But if it wasn't, you know, I'd be in it every day. Okay, this is taking us back to Telma's bar. Oh, the cat. Goofy cat. Also, I've been looking at your house, Crappy. It's looking really nice, really cozy. With the second story library, it looks really nice. I think I just went overboard with wanting to build a lot of stuff, and I also found myself with an overwhelmingly big, huge amount of stone. So I've been putting it to use, turning it into stone bricks, and I've used that for just about everything. You're looking for the wooden statue that Ilya had, aren't you? There I haven't been on much. I logged on and saw how nuts you went with your base and the person who lives across from you. No worries, no worries. Play when you can. I haven't been able to play lately. It's been a good 2 weeks, I think, since I last played for a while. I've been logging in to check that everything's running fine, um, stuff like that, but I haven't played in about 2 weeks. Alright, I need to set my system time to 2007 for a tool, so I'll be back in a bit. No worries. Sounds good, then. Thank you for being here. I think it's a coincidence that I happen to know it got stolen from the doctor's. Well, I'll admit it, I took it, but then it was attacked by some sort of skeletal dog beast. Took it from me. I don't know why those beasts were after her statue. I thought it likely that she was in a dangerous spot, though. Those fiends are just outside the southern gate. They only come out at night. And another thing, they always move around as a pack. You won't get the statue back unless thrashing. We can give him a thrashing. That statue sounds like the key to getting Ilya's memory. You must get it back. Good to know that we're close to getting her memory back. I was starting to wonder when that happens. And I think I know where those skeleton dogs show up. I think that's what I was remembering about the southern part of the map. Maybe. For some reason, yeah, this is it. Okay, maybe. Oh, we got it. Okay. I was starting to think I was doing it wrong. Oh, it's a statue. Got the wooden statue. This oddly shaped statue is said to have once belonged to Ilya. I don't know Zelda's lore too well. I know the basic stuff, but I wonder what the city in the sky falls into in terms of Gamecube belongs to the Hylians back in the day when they lived in the skies, or how it all works. A little rusty when it comes to. All right, let's go ahead and go to Kakariko. Ah, I think we went to the. Well, we're close by. We teleported to the wrong spot, but we're right here. Plus, it's almost daytime, isn't it? Yeah, nice. This little side quest worked out perfectly. Usually I'll have to wait for it to be nighttime or daytime to finish a quest, and it's been going on perfectly. It was nighttime so we could fight the dogs quickly, and it became daytime so we can appreciate Kakariko and finish the quest. Usually there's some sort of waiting with day and night cycle. Got the statue. Let's show it to Ilya and see. What is this? I remember something was confined somewhere. Yes. And I was saved by whoever confined with. And when that person set me free, they gave me this statue. Yes, yes. I remember that much. But that means that person is still in trouble. What is wrong with me? I can't remember where that place was. I remember. I thought I had seen that before somewhere. That belonged to the tribe that protected the Hylian royal family long ago. They worked in secret, so they lived in a lonely, forgotten place, but I heard the tribe dwindled. The prolonged war. If you want to find the hidden village, look for a path leading to the Lene province on the far side of the Bridge of Elden. But a rock slide blocked the way village long ago, so you can't get there anymore. What? Oh. I do not mean to worry you, little human. Problems like these are no problems to Gorons. Hell yeah. Our patriarch, Darbus, will be waiting for you up ahead. Look at your map to see where. I would try to find a path beyond the Bridge of Elden that leads to Nehru province. Whenever there's like memory loss. Yo, Gilbert, I'm back. I am back. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in, amigo del esqueleto falante. Hello. How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Alright, so we gotta go north from here, apparently. You know, one complaint that I'll say about this game is that they don't make the horse essential for a lot of stuff. And it's kind of sad to have Epona be so optional in this game, you know? Since you got the warping, and warping is so easily accessible, and available to you most areas as soon as you get there. It's sad that you neglect Epona. Sad. Such a pretty horse in this. Anyway, as I was saying, let's not use Epona and warp to where we need to go because it's easier. It was somewhere around here, right? Yeah, it was right here. Actually, huh. I was talking shit about not using Epona, and I think we might be able to. That's awesome. I actually can't warp to the spot. That is amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and use Epona. Seriously though, I might be using Epona now. Yo, Gilbert, thank you for the resub. Thank you so much. 5 months. Seriously though, even if I'm using Epona now, I don't think we use her enough. Not required. And I'm not sure, but if I remember correctly, did we get to fix this bridge? This bridge still broken? Because if so, as soon as we fix it, we get a teleportation spot. Warp slot, I mean. No, it's not fixed. Okay, okay. So see, I can't use Epona even if I wanted to. I have to go back to the desert, find the bridge piece, warp back here, and then we can use the warp point. It's right here. I'm good. Miss watching you. Hey, I miss having you too. Having you here too. Also gonna miss Dunkwood. Same. Same. It is such an insanely good game. It's such an insanely good game. I still need to watch the final VOD. No worries. It's on YouTube. It'll be there forever. What is this thing? What? But I was just there. I know where this goes. Is there anything else I need to work this thing? Oh. But I know what to do. The game is gonna force me to go the other way around, isn't it? Yep. And how are you doing, sir? I'm doing good. Doing good. Actually pretty happy. Happy to be back in... Oh, what? What? What's happening? So the game... So confused. But I'm good. Thanks for asking, Gilbert. I'm so confused as to what's going on in the game right now. Because they sure as hell didn't teleport to the right spot. See? No, this is the right place. Get serious. Do it over. Okay. Finally done with moving stuff. Yeah, for the most part. We are all moved in. We still have quite a bit of stuff to organize. We have so much damn stuff. I kind of want to be a minimalist now, but yeah, for the most part we're all settled. I got my stream set up. I actually want to buy a few things, but yeah, we just got stuff to organize, but we're settled. The house is really cool, actually. I'm really happy we decided to. Our neighbor has. I feel you in the minimalist part, for real. For real, you don't know how much stuff you have until you have to move and carry those heavy boxes. It took so many trips. I thought, yo, welcome back, Duns. My dad helped us move with his pickup truck, and I thought for sure we were gonna finish the move in like 2 trips, because you know I thought I didn't have that much stuff. 2 trips turned into 5, and when we were done with those 5 trips, the next day we had to go back there and pick up a few more things. That's how much stuff I had. Good thing we only moved like 5 minutes away from where I used to live. So we're actually really close by to the apartment, but we don't get any of the city noise where we are. Our neighbors actually have chickens and roosters now, so I get woken up. I don't set the alarm anymore. I get woken up at 5 a.m. by the rooster. Yeah, I have grown tired of the city noise. I'm not a big fan of it. I didn't mind it when I first moved into the apartment, but pre-alarm clock, yeah, exactly. And it's not as jarring. I don't know why. I don't mind roosters at 5 a.m., but the alarm tone drives me. And I consider myself a morning person. I like to wake up early, but it doesn't change the fact that alarms are annoying. Also, roosters are great. Yeah, they are. Also, they have them free, so they're not in cages or anything. They're set loose in their backyard, and they pretty often jump over into my backyard, and I'm getting free eggs out of it. Everyone's been telling me to grab the eggs because they're good. And I was skeptical about it, and I actually spoke to Angus, since he works with farm animals a lot, and yeah, I guess I do have free organic eggs thanks to my neighbors. I've yet to try them, but soon maybe. Alright, so now we should be able to teleport the... So yeah, the house has brought pretty surprises that I wasn't expecting. I sure as hell wasn't expecting chickens. I miss having chicken. You had chickens? That's awesome. I've never cared for chickens, but lucky enough to have these names. Do they have any parrots? No, but Puerto Rico does have. They're pretty rare, but parrots are in our island. They're part of the habitat. They're pretty rare though. Sadly, I believe they're endangered, but we do have parrots here in Puerto Rico. Yeah, they are pretty. They have I think we have green parrots, and I've also seen very... I don't want to say small, but they're not huge parrots. You know, just like a medium-sized parrot. I don't know why that phrase is... Yeah, an average size parrot. We all know an average size parrot. Verb size, exactly. Oh man. I'm so sad the camera zoomed in. Seeing Wolflink facing the other way and seeing Epona face the other way was so sad for half a second. Anyway, let's use Epona because I've been talking shit about Epona. Yeah, about the size of a parrot. You got it. You know, I've seen parrots and they're actually parrot size. But seriously though, parrots here in Puerto Rico, they're beautiful. It's sad that they're endangered. And it's not because of any wildlife that hunts them or anything. I think it's just because of the oversaturation of buildings and cities. Puerto Rico, it's destroyed a lot of their habitat. So the people are the problem, sadly. Be right back, guys. I will be right back in to open the gate for my fiance. Got home. Back. Alright. So let's see what this guy has. He seems pretty chill. There is a hidden village ahead. Oh, I was scared I hadn't unmute. There's a hidden village up ahead, little human. The elders call it a forgotten place. The scent that has been burning my nostrils is a scent of evil. There's one powerful creature I have seen about, but under that beast are many minions who attack and plunder like a pack of hyenas. There are 30, no, at most 20 of them ahead. They're probably just a small band of survivors, ragged remnants who have settled leaderless into this village. If that is all there are, little human, then you alone are more than enough for them. But you will have to defeat them all. Save the girl's benefactor. Before you go, I will tell you the secret. Vesting. Destroy them all before they spot you. Okay, so it's like a stealth mission of sorts. Got it, little human? Don't you wish you could just do that in real life? Just roll into a ball and speed out of places sometimes. This area always, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this area's ambience and I love the style that it was with, but it always confused me a little bit because this is supposed to be like a hidden village that belonged to the Sheikah, but it's got like a Western motif, Western aesthetic, and they don't try to hide it. I just listen to the music. Kind of like cowboy music. Okay, so they can spot me. Can't really see them that well. Gamecube resolution has its limits. God. Aiming with this joystick is something. He's got 6 arrows. Oh. Did one of... I thought... Okay. That's fine, I suppose. I just thought I wasn't supposed to be something. Got 12 left. Oh, hell no. I hit his arrow. Okay. Out of arrows. Guess we gotta fight. Um, so he can't. While I'm behind the boxes, apparently he loses me immediately. So if I do this quickly enough, I'm able to get it off. Okay, I'll take it. The music just abruptly ends. Okay, so... Damn, this is... They really... Down, up, down at the... Alright. Wasn't too bad. Sort of intimidating how long it was. I wonder what this is, because most of the songs that you sing or howl with the wolf are a song from a previous. The Twilight Princess song, though. I'm pretty sure one of the previous ones was Song of Healing from Dora's Mask. And I think Epona's song was... The Teachings of the Past. Okay. Oh no, the counter reset. Oh, the enemy spawn, that sucks. That was a bad move on my part. Well. Target this? Well, I'm gonna try a different path. Especially now that the all respawn. Climbed it? Thought I could. Still have an hour's stream to go, but at this point I highly doubt it will get through the next temple. We'll definitely get to it. We'll definitely get to the temple, but I don't think we'll make much progress once we're there. But it's fine. We can just we can just make this stream about getting to the next temple. We'll tackle the temple next Wednesday. God damn it. This challenge is way harder than I remember it being. These guys really don't let off. I need arrows. Arrows for not something you should really do without them. This is the only time in my life where I wish I had gyro aiming. Because aiming with the Gamecube joystick is really something. I don't... I remember there being a 007 Cube game. I don't remember how that played out. Controller. Although they probably had a system that worked, unlike this one. So damn sensitive and jumps to like specific points instead of letting you aim there. So here I am judging the try and take out these guys if I can. Okay, they took care of themselves apparently. Okay, here's a barrel next to them so we can... You know, next time I decide to play through this game, I'm gonna try really hard and remember this segment in the game, because it is pretty frustrating. Not gonna lie, just the aiming. It's just the aiming, really. The concept is not bad, but the technology wasn't little mini. It untargets. I target the enemy and it just untargets. Gotta. It do be kind of dated. Yeah, it feels really dated. Some things don't feel as bad though, because the combat's always been pretty clunky, but it doesn't feel bad. The enemies are really set up for it, but this minigame specifically, a little frustrating. Have to aim so often, because the aiming's not something that bothers me too, but doing it so often. Apparently, if I stand right here, he'd. Also, Gilbert, I don't believe I asked you. What are you up to tonight? Other than chilling here. Okay, there's another one around here. Ah. Last one. There it is. Not much, just resting, questioning life decisions. Got you. Well, whatever they are, I wish you the best of luck. Life do like that sometimes. Real, I wish you the best, whatever it is. The howls of the beast. They faded into silence. Are you the savior? It's you, the savior. Please, please forgive me for not opening up the door. This music is so good. Can you guys hear the music fine? It's the same Twilight Princess theme that happens whenever something sentimental happens in the game, but the little keys that play the theme this time are really good. To be honest, it's not that bad, just some tasks that I need to do. But I just can't be annoyed right now. Is that CB? Can be asked. So though, tasks can be pretty taxing. Even if they're like... It's all the little things. Indeed. My name is Impaz. I'm the last resident of this poor village. My name comes from the Great One who built this village so long ago. This village was once a secret home of a proud tribe who served the royal family. but it fell into decline and became infested with dangerous beasts. Become an awful place. Excuse me for asking, but your name Link? Ah, knew it. So then you saved that nice girl. How lovely. She was here, she would often cheer me up by saying that you would come to help. That sweet girl. She worried about this old woman even as I helped her to escape from here. By royal order, I can't leave this place until a certain person arrives. No matter what terrible fate visited upon it. Oh, but listen to me blather on. I have a favor to ask. Would you help me return? I think she always kept it close to her heart, but even so, she didn't hesitate to part with it in order to protect me. Got Ilya's charm. Ilya left this charm with the woman who saved her. This looks cool. If I remember correctly, this is the Kali Bona. Game proving me wrong once again, making it possible to Kali Bona. I believe in my heart that it's kept me safe all this time. So please, I ask that you return it to that girl. Little things go snowballing, that's how it happens. I agree, I've had too many issues that go by that description. Area have no theme? Just like the wind rushing through? Cool. I like that. I like what games do this. I was playing Kingsfield the other night, and I'll have to go back and grab some more footage, but I was playing in this area where a really nice, let's call it like a cave theme plays, but now watching you and my day has improved. Hey, thank you, Gilbert. I really appreciate that a lot. I'm lucky enough to, I love streaming and entertaining you guys when I can, so that means a lot. Let me go back to Kakariko. But I was playing, my god, these headphones are really I was playing Kingsfield yesterday, and I was playing through this cavernous area, and a really nice theme was playing, and I reached a little spot called South Cliff, if I'm not mistaken, and it's just this cliff that leads to the bridge, and all around you it's just total void, like the Abyss in Dark Souls sort of. There's a torch in the middle, and you go from hearing this really nice cavernous music, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's got like chimes and stuff to make it seem like, I don't know, it makes me think of stalactites and stuff, like stuff you'd see in a cave. But anyway, the point is, the music cuts off immediately once you step into the darkness, and all you hear is this like wind whooshing by you as you cross the bridge. And when games do that, it's just so nice. It's like a pretty magical feeling that you're stepping into an area and you're thinking, whoa, this has to mean something, right? It gives you that just unsettling feeling. It's top tier ambient, and I don't know if to call it art direction, but it's a great way to set the scene for a moment. Anyway, that's my long-winded way of saying I like how games in some areas don't have music. It works. When it's used correctly, it's a really nice thing. Yeah, exactly. It's just a nice surprise for some reason, and it's a good way to make something unsettling if you want to, or just make the player pay attention. Such an important change. I think music can be overdone more than it can be underdone, if that makes sense. Like, music can be more overwhelming. I don't know. Maybe that's just the Dark Souls side of me. Most Souls have music in the world, but I'm not saying the music can ruin a game, but it can definitely be overdone in most. Anyway, let's give this to Ilya before I forget so we can remember her memory. I knew you would. Gotta bounce for now. No worries, Crappy. Bye. Thank you for the sub. So nice to see you again, and I will see you Sunday. I'll let you guys know what I'm gonna do for Sunday, but hopefully I'll decide on doing the art. Hey, no problem. Thank you. See you later, Crappy. Bye-bye. Yes, this feels so familiar. The scent of hay. Long ago, when we were young, you were always there. You were always beside me. Link. By the way, you gonna play any spooky game for Halloween? I don't know, actually. I don't have. That's a good idea. What day does Halloween check? The Monday. Huh. Well, I streamed the day before Halloween, so I have time to come up with something. Huh. That's a good idea. Thank you for the idea, Gilbert. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Um, this Sunday though, I don't know if you were here, Gilbert. I was talking about what I want to do on Sundays now. Since I finished Darkwood, before I step into, I wanted to do one more run of Dark Souls 1, but differently. So I think I'm gonna make it an art run. Like before each boss, I'll draw them on Procreate on my iPad, and I'll sketch them out. I'll try to do it as best as I can. That way I can use my art to make a longer run of Dark Souls. Didn't read that. God damn it! Please, Link, take it. Damn it! I didn't read what she said. Got the horse skull. Ilya made this to you. Don't need to worry about me any longer. Whenever you return, I'll. Glad I didn't read that text because I'm sure it said something. Do you remember what I was saying about the Rod of the Heavens? Well, actually, it was about the messenger held the rod. The nice woman who saved me told me about it. Apparently, in this woman's village, they've guarded something for the heavenly messenger generation, but they can't give this item away until it dies with. That's why the lady couldn't leave. Say, Link, do you have any idea what this messenger to the heavens might be? Or even what the rod is? Talking about this rod? I can't show it to her. So let's go back to the. I think that's what. Back to the village again. Are you gonna be playing any spooky game Halloween, Gilbert? Hopefully now that I'm settled, I can stop missing everyone's stream. Because I sure miss yours. I know you were playing Mass Effect last I saw you. Actually, no. The last stream I was able to watch, I think, was your level 1 run. Not sure yet? Okay. You could do Resident Evil 4. You guys really want me to play Resident Evil 4. Not opposed. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. I mean, the thing is, I don't think I'd be able to finish it in 4 hours. And how would I go about that? I have played Resident Evil 4. I have played it. I haven't played Village, but I have played Resident Evil. I played through it like 2 times in my life. I'm pretty rusty though. Yeah, I've played it. I haven't played it that much though, but I have. I played through it like 2 times, and back when I used to play Ocarina, not Ocarina, this game, Twilight Princess, on the with Gamecube back in the day, we also used to play Resident Evil together. Maybe you were thinking about Village, because I know we've talked about Village quite a bit, and that one I have not. I've only seen your Village stream, actually. I have seen nothing more of Resident Evil Village. That girl doing alright? Haven't much to her, but please make yourself comfortable. Hey, that rod. Is that the Dominion rod? Could it really be? Are you the messenger of heavens? Among the legends of my clan, there is a story from the time when Ika still maintained contact with the royal family. Yes, it said that a mysterious rod was handed down from the people in the sky. Of the sky. Wait. Yeah, people of the sky. And it was called the Dominion Rod. By the way, or you could try Silent Hill. I would love to. But the thing is, I don't think I could finish it in one sitting. It's not a short game, is it? Not. And I want to do this Dark Souls run before I jump into. I would love to play it, but I don't think I'd be able to. I think that would be a disservice to Silent Hill. You'd say 2 streams max? Okay. I'll see what I can do, but I can't guarantee. I really want to. It's in my list, but I'm not sure that I can do this Halloween. The rod was only to be carried by the messenger to the heavens when the royal family needed to commit. But I really do want to, though. Silent Hill has been on my radar for years now. I had a friend who used to post about it on Twitter all the time, and yeah, from what I've seen, it has an amazing following, especially Silent Hill 2. I haven't heard a lot about the other. I played, and you told me about how bad this game. I played Silent Hill Homecoming years ago on the Xbox 360. I think I got the game for like $5 at Walmart or something. And anyway, I played a little bit of it, but I can't remember why I stopped playing, but I just remember it not grabbing my attention. And then you told me it was like the worst game in the series, is that right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what you told me. It does have sort of following too, from what I've seen online. A lot of people hold it as their first Silent Hill game, and but yeah, I don't remember a lot of it anyway. Why is it trash? Why is it so disliked? Because like I said, I my memory is really foggy of that game. I remember the nurse enemies. I remember first area being like this really rusty, damp, like an old build or something. But I have no memory of. From generation to generation, my ancestors have guarded the book that, by royal decree, was not to be given to the messenger of heavens. This is that book. Take it. Got the ancient sky book. Book written sky language. Crucial word in it. Some character. Oh, I remember what I have to do. This book is written in an ancient sky writing. I'm so glad I stayed in this village. If I have not met that young girl, what would have become of me? Meeting that girl must have been ordained by gods, so that I could be here today to pass on. I love cats. Not all bad, just very Western. Oh, I see. I can understand that. Was it developed by the same people? Were they trying something new, or was it just a different developer? Oh yeah, now we need to go speak to Shad with an S. Interesting how I remember bits and pieces of this game enough to like keep, but not enough to know what I'll have to do after. It's like, oh, I forgot to turn into whenever I come in here. Combat felt very hack and slash, combo-ish system with completely which completely ruins all the horror aspect. Yeah, that does sound pretty weird for a horror game, especially a game like Silent Hill, because I haven't played most of the series, but what I do know of it, it's kind of like survival horror, right? I don't imagine a combo system being implemented well in a game like that one, because it's pretty slow pace and puzzle heavy, right? Kind of like the older Resident Evils, or am I completely off? Oh my, color me surprised if it isn't Link. What a coincidence. Meeting you in a place like this, how very odd. Say, old boy. You remember what I told you before about the legend of the sky beings, known as the Uka? Yes, well, there's something about it that's been bothering me. So I came here to snoop about. To think that you would appear here with such a perfect timing, you really are a rather extraordinary fellow, aren't you? I found it at long last. Observe the statue. Same as the one in the manuscript my dear father left. There are many similar statues, but this one's different. Here, look at the belly. There's something written there. See? This too was in my father's notes. It is called skywriting. Waken us, the word that breaks us. Yes, indeed. That is what it says. Wait a moment. Isn't that Ilya a friend of yours? It's simply tragic how she lost her memory. And that rod of the heavens, I'm sure it has something to do with the word that breaks. Isn't there any way to restore her memory? Certain it would help us figure. I did though. Exactly, it's supposed to build tension, not turn it into a killing machine. That's what I know, like, that's what I've known about Silent Hill from hearing. I don't want to assume much because, like I said, I don't know. But what you're saying, it sounds like they were turning into kind of like, what's that game called? I remember the second freaking night. What's the damn it? Oh, Alan Wake's or the. I haven't played those too much, but for horror action. Anyway, I'm going on a tangent about a genre I don't know too much. Yeah, yeah. I played the first one. Never finished it though. I still have them. I don't know why Alan Wake has been this I've always about, but I never hear too much about it in the community. Like people don't talk about it too much. Statues, the word that breaks the seal, and the rod of the heavens. It just gets odder and odder. Now, Ilya's memory is the last clue. We have to solving this strange puzzle about. Should I give him the book? Go. What's this? Ah, it's skywriting. Where in blazes did you get this? You don't suppose this could be the word that breaks the seal? Right. Let's try it out. No reaction. So it is not the statue. Link, thanks ever so. You have brought me one step closer to solving this puzzle. I shall give the book back to you. Now, I shall try out this word on other statues. I have made the rounds of these statues so many times that I have memorized their locations. I will place marks on your map so you can find them in case you wish to track me down. Remember, every one of those marks is near an owl statue. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, it came out like 10 years ago and it never had a proper sequel, so people just moved. I see. That does make sense. Power has been returned to the Dominion Rod. Poor guy, he thought he didn't do anything and he actually fixed the rod. The writing in the book was a spell that imbued the staff with magic. Now you can do the other statue, what you did before. So he did say he would mark your map wherever there were statues, didn't he? Then we should go check out those spots, right? Have you played Stalker? No, I have no idea what that is. Stalker. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I was looking into this game yesterday. It's sort of her. I guess it is horror. It's like a PV called. God damn it. Let me look it up. The word stalker reminded me of it. But I think it's called like Shadow something. Let me look it up real quick. I was thinking about buying it, but I wasn't too sure that I'd really play. I'm still playing Elder stuff. I'm gonna look it up real quick because I want you to see it. Called Hunt. Oh yeah, it's not Shadow. It's called Hunt Showdown. Have you seen that game? It looks interesting. I'm not sold on it yet. I've seen a couple of videos, but it looks fun. Yeah. I've seen a couple of videos on it, but I'm still not sold on it. But it looks really interesting. It's actually on sale now. And same here. Same here. I've been looking at it for a while, but same. With the PS4 on its way too. I think I'll wait a little longer, but I think that's one I'm curious to try in the future. I'm kind of scared that with each update, they'll raise the price or something. I don't know if that's a thing they do, but never know. PS4 hype indeed. Really, really excited. I'm not gonna lie though. As soon as I bought it, I felt extremely guilty. Just cause, I don't know, there's something about spending money on myself that makes me feel that way. But I'm happy it's on its way. I'm excited to finally try Bloodborne and play it through the whole way. And this means that PvP streams, invasion streams are coming back. You're getting plus if I'm getting it? Yeah, let's do it. I'll let you know when I do decide on getting it, so we can do it together. And in Nazi too. Although I think Natsu says he has it, right? Never mind. Natsu claims that somehow he has it for free. Oh no, I jumped. Damn it. Natsu's a hacker? I don't know why that's so hard to believe for me. I mean... And don't get me wrong, I don't mean it as an insult. I believe that Natsu is capable. I am more in disbelief that Sony is hackable in that way, you know? Because I know you can hack a PS4, but can you really have a plus for... He does study computer stuff, yeah, you're right. But it's Sony though. Anyway, I really have no choice but to believe him, because he'll definitely prove it once I have my PS4, I'm sure. Oh, I have to do this all again. Alright, we are approaching the end of the stream for tonight, but I'm gonna finish this little puzzle before you. It has been a great stream to come back to though. I'm really happy I'm back. Really happy I am getting settled in the new place. I'm generally pretty happy. I'm happy to say so too. Work can be a drag, isn't it? But I'm glad I get to do this on my free time. You gonna keep the Sunday schedule in the future? Yeah, I do plan on doing so. Yeah, the Sunday schedule, I think, is the safest. Wait. Wasn't I... Oh, I wasn't... I didn't necessarily had to do that puzzle, I just had to look at the symbol. Thank you, game, for telling me. Not that the Wednesday schedule isn't any danger, but the Sunday schedule is probably the... That's the one I started my channel with. Actually, I used to stream on Saturdays, but I changed it to Sunday early on. Let's find a pretty place to end this. Fridge. Not good. Fridge. I have. There is a puzzle around here too. Check if. Anyway, that's fine. Yeah, there is another puzzle around here. Pretty sure I can do this one. So it seems like next stream is gonna be next Wednesday stream, I mean, gonna be the one where I actually tackle the city in the sky. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Right, we got two more to go for next. That's not too bad. Actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take care of that now. I'll stream for a few more minutes. Take care of that. That way, next stream, temple and guy, possibly not, because the filler questing that we got to get to the next temple has been pretty extensive. We've been doing this for 2 hours. I feel like every single Wednesday stream we've been able to start and finish a temple, and today it's been just filler quests adding. Not to say that it's not all relevant, because it's cool to see Ilya get her memory back and everything, but there is a lot of filler in the dialogue. I think it might be your noise gate or something. Yeah, Den's pointed it out earlier. Yeah, I guess off stream I'm gonna have to fix my noise gate. I had it set up really strongly to avoid the train noise, but I don't need it anymore, so I'll be able to fix it. But yeah, hopefully next stream my voice won't be cutting off that often. That's another thing. No more train, baby. So happy about that. At one point I thought I got used to the train, and then it got worse for some reason. You like the train? Well, I don't agree. Well, you guys, well, that's kind of hard to believe, because I'd like to say that through the stream wasn't as loud, but whenever I was able to hear it over my headphones, it was so bad in recordings and stuff. My most popular clip on YouTube, the one with where John Darksoul invaded me, you can actually hear the train in that clip. And it's so bad. I'm glad the clip is popular anyway, but So bad. No, it's popular because of John Dark Soul. I'm pretty sure it's that. I remember uploading that video. Yo, Zen. Oh wait, did the redeem not come through? Oh, I'll have to fix that. Yo, Zen, how you doing? How's your Wednesday night going? Are the redeems not coming through? Oh, they are. They are, okay. I couldn't hear it for some. Try that again. Oh yeah, I can hear it now. Whoopity scoop. La boop, la boop, la boop. I'm chilling, haha. Just walking home. Oh, gotcha. Well, walk safe, my friend. Sounds like you've been having a good Wednesday evening. Glad. Zap, zap, zap. I don't know why the game is extremely loud on my headphones and the rest of my computer isn't. I don't get it. I wish I could. And then you guys don't hear the game as loud. Yeah, my neighborhood is pretty safe, which I'm grateful for. Cool. Glad. That's awesome. That's always good. It's, as far as I know, my neighborhood is really safe, but you still shouldn't go out at night. Night walks can be chill. You're really chill. You were with friends doing less smoke. Nice. Nice. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, okay, okay. I need to set it up so that I land on it. By the way, I have an idea. Instead of me playing a horror game on Twitch for Halloween, what if we do something on Discord? Like, what if we play something that everyone has and we just get together and spend a little bit of Halloween together? Well, I guess we'll do it the day before Halloween because I'll probably do something on Halloween. We can do it the Sunday before. I'd be happy to hang out. That sounds like very personal and potentially very scary. Let's play Rec Room scary maps, haunted maps. That real people died while playing? Sure. That sounds fun. Everybody install Rec Room on your PC. Sure, that sounds fun to me. I'm happy with just messing around in Rec Room again.
don't want to play. What game do you play?
Rec Room is free, son, by the way. I don't know if you've played that cursed game, but it's free. So you can just download it and join us. So let's make it happen. I'm planning for October 30th, the Sunday before Halloween. Let's see what we can do. We can probably do that after my Sunday stream, sometime in the evening or afternoon. I wonder how many people might show up if we post it on the Discord, because your Plucci is someone who I think would want to join. Angus too, probably. Had it to play with friends that had the PS4, but I'm more of a VR chat guy myself. I've never tried VR chat. I've been interested in that one too, but I've never tried it. I don't have VR, but I know it's not necessary, so... For sure, for sure. Down to play it again? Awesome. Well, guess what? What? Tell me, I don't know. You can be a skeleton in VR chat. Yo, that's true. I like that idea so much. I like that idea so much. Okay, I think I'm missing two. I'm missing this one. Area, Barren Wood. You can essentially play around in very creepy maps. Skill can be... Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. But I think for Halloween, we will stick to Rec Room, just cause Inatsu has a PS4. I don't think he can access VR chat, but that sounds like a great idea for the future. I'd love to try that too. Because the game is exploding my headphones. I need to find a workaround for my headphones when... Okay, it's... Oggy Woggy. I have a question. Quite the random question. Have you guys, by accident, have ever used Twitch slang, or gaming slang for that matter, in real life? Has that ever happened to you guys? Yes. Like Gun Kirby and Mecha Kirby? Oh, I used to have like 20 variations of Kirby in VR. Gotcha. If I may ask, Gil, with a few select people would understand it. Oh, I see. Same here. Same here. I haven't used gaming slang with someone who wouldn't understand by accident, but I have used it unintentionally with stuff that isn't real. Like, I can't remember a specific situation, but I'm 100% sure that in my life I'd said GG. GG. I've said good game to someone for doing something successfully outside of a video game. Oh no, by accident never. I would bury myself. I've always wondered if people use Pog in real life, you know? Or Poggers, for that matter. Or someone's at work and they get anxiety about something and just say Monka S. I've never done it, but I've always thought it was hilarious. I've said GG though, like I said. Someone has to have done it, right? There's too many people who know Twitch and gaming slang to not have done it. Someone has to have done it before. Okay, I'm kind of lost. Where is this damn statue? I think I went by it. And I'm about to die in the game. Kilbit, I dig you out of the ground? Yes, I agree. Oh no. Oof. Okay. I think we're where we need to be, so that's good. Wait. So confused. Definitely on this side. Illusory wall, maybe? Oh. There's an opening up. Okay. How do I get up there, though? Guess we're gonna have to figure it out somehow. It seems like the other area leads to here. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go back. Go back. Brazil. Meu Deus, meu Senhor, me ajuda, por favor. Okay, I need to go through here apparently. I can the path that leads out. Okay. We died, but we're okay because of the fairy. Okay with that. Karaoke stream, never. Karaoke stream. Oof. Now that makes me nervous. Monka S. Monka S, man. I'd cry literal tears of emotional overload. I would cry literal tears of Monka S energy. Not because I don't want to, but because damn, that is nerve-wracking having to sing. Even if it's karaoke. It's oof. Maybe someday. If I reach, oh my god. I don't know what I'm saying. If I reach 1,000 followers, I'll do a karaoke stream. I'll sing 5 songs. If I reach 1,000 someday. We'll see. So it seems like I need to get through. I know 1,000 is still a long ways away, but I'm too nervous about having to sing to say anything smaller.
Lucky brain.
I'm too Monka-S. And I know it feels bad, man, but I'm too Monka-S. Singing is great. I agree. I agree. I actually love music. I still play, but I used to play a lot of guitar back in the day. And yeah, I love music. Freaking love music. I don't play as much as I used to, sadly. Mostly I play if I don't feel like picking up a video game or a book. I'll pick up the guitar again and play a few songs. I thought you said 100 subs. At least that could have been more in our control. No, not 100 more. 1,000 because I'm greedy and I want money. No, but for real, it's not even that. Oh, 100 subs? No. Don't do anything like that. That's insane. Yeah, not 100 subs. I mean, don't get me wrong. If that day ever comes, that'd be awesome, but please don't. That's an insane amount of money. 4,000? Portable. 100 subs is doable? No, it's not. It's like $500 or more. It's actually more than $500 considering taxes, and it's not really $5 flat. It's like 5 and cent. Lemonade stand. No, don't do it. Anyway, I think we collected all of the words, so let's do shad with an S. Ah, Link, did you read my letter? As it turned out, that word I learned from you didn't do anything with the statues I found. After all that, I wonder how that word was supposed to be. Don't worry, bro. I got you. I got the Field Sky book right here. Is this the book from last time? Are there more letters? Are there more letters in the word than the last time I looked at this? A weird sentence. How did you investigate the Link? This is amazing. Amazing. Now this must be the word we need. Let's try it immediately. Monka-S. Anka S. Anka S. Poggers. That wasn't me. He said that. I guess those words hold power. I just I'll be there in no time. Don't get me wrong, lemonade stand alone sounds rad as hell. I'd go for a lemonade right now, actually. Has taken on the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? And I thought we had solved the last of the riddles. Last. How confounding. I must apologize, Link. I need to cool off a tad, or I mold the problem further. Yeah, bro, you just need to cool off. Take it easy. Everything you need in your adventure is at the grasp of your reach. I believe in your ability to thrive from the bottom of my corazón. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Those are really heartwarming words. Thank you so much. That goes to every single one of you, though. Every single one of you have the ability to rise. Keku, hello, hello. How's it going? We are reaching the end of the stream, but hello. Think? How in blazes did you move that statue? And what's this? Amazing, spectacular. This must be the sky cannon. I read about it in my father's notes. I knew that my intuition was onto something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? Stunning. I feel almost nervous. Anka S. Just think of, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. Hey Keiku. I'm doing good. How are you? How was the rest of your day at work? I remember you telling me you were closing today. Hope work was fine. Just think, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. Cannon, huh? What do you plan to do? That guy's still watching us. Okay, I think this is something we... Indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh look, there's an Uka drawing here. I don't remember seeing this before. This is really nice. A really nice detail. Oh, there's bigger ones. Cool. That's really nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream, guys. But I want to thank you all for being here. It's been an awesome come back to stream again. And yeah, I have some pretty nice plans for the future. And not far future either. As soon as next Sunday, actually. Next Sunday, before I tackle King Guild 1, I want to do another playthrough of Dark Souls 1, but I'm gonna make it a little bit I'm gonna turn it into an art through. What I'm thinking of doing is I'll play Dark Souls 1, but before I beat each boss, I must sketch them out on my iPad. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that next Sunday. And on top of that, in the same stream, you guys will build my character. I'm gonna set up a reward where you guys can redeem it, and it's gonna be cheap, a cheap one. It's only gonna be 100 points. And you guys are gonna choose my weapons, rings, armor. So that's also happening on the same. Sunday. And that's gonna happen until I finish. You guys will stuff. I'll be making art throughout the next playthrough, so that seems like a lot of fun to me. I'm gonna be able to implement my art on the stream, and it's gonna make for a really long playthrough, I think, too, because Dark Souls 1 has like what, 20 something bosses. That's like 20 something drawings I'm gonna have to do. It's gonna be a long run, but it should be fun. And thanks for the stream, my friend. Thank you guys for being here. Best voice ever. Thank you, I appreciate it. Kelly of our life, thank you. Hey, no problem for being late, Gabe. No problem. Thank you for coming. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, thank you guys for coming. Like I said, next Sunday, full of stuff. And let's go ahead and plan to do something for too. But I digress. It is the perfect song. But I will see you guys later. Thanks again for coming. Have a great Wednesday night, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye bye, guys. Talk to you later.